Hello, ladies and gentlemen. And so I think I actually talked about this before. I a little tapped on it, but this time I'm going to full tackle it, even though there's still information that we don't know. So when you type up what canceled Spider-Man the animated series or something, basically this is wrapped around the first animated series we got of Spider-Man. For people who do not know, Spider-Man actually supposed to have had a season 6. If you guys recheck how Spider-Man ended, technically we actually supposed to have a season 6 where he finds Mary Jane and that's the end of the story. So, something horrible happened. Yeah, and I remember covering this the first time when I was like, even more freaking evidence that Avi Arad actually screwed over Spider-Man before. So let me just talk about that before I get to this point. So I was looking and checking stuff out, and I found out that along with Avi Arad's rap sheet right now of previous stuff that has happened to now, like number 1, he sabotaged Spider-Man 3. Number 2, he screwed over Sam Raimi. Number 3, he had no idea what in the hell he was doing with the Amazing Spider-Man series. And plus he fed us crap of it's based on the Ultimates, which only one little teeny tiny bit was based on the Ultimates, and the rest was slopped together from lots of other references. So, now, I dug back into the past and I found that there was a big confrontation between Margaret Loesch and Avi Arad. So, so if you actually look online, you basically will find 2 videos. The video I looked at was marked in July 2011. That was basically the between point of where we were waiting for Spider-Man 4 to happen. And, yeah, the transition of Amazing Spider-Man franchise began. So this person, well, I'll say this citizen right here, basically blames Margaret for this whole entire thing getting canceled. And, yeah, it's like, number 1, when it comes to woman scorn, there is some reason for her to do that. But anyways, let me get to what I've read. Here is what one thing says, and I'll read the other thing of some other person put up. Okay. Due to disagreements between the executive producer Avi Arad and the network head Margaret Loesch, the show got canceled. The show ended with 5 seasons. Here is one other place I actually found that actually talked about it. So here we go. Margaret Loesch, the head of Fox Kids, wanted to put Avi Arad and Marvel Films Animation, even though technically it was called Marvel Animations, out of business. It did work and the company was shut down. However, the show was still canceled because of a personal vendetta. The immediate story that was canceled was Spider-Man finding Mary Jane Watson in 19th century England. Madame Web would have taken him there to find her, but would also encounter Carnage, who would have taken the identity of Jack the Ripper. Yeah, so I found that in a certain website. I would say that most likely is true until we get proven guilty. But for right now, so we have this question. Who is truly to blame for Spider-Man the animated series to get canceled? You have Margaret Loesch, who actually, she has a big rap sheet about her. She actually worked with kids stations from 1980s to even today, where she actually just jumped ship last year on the Hub because the Hub was sinking and turned into Discovery Family Channel. So the thing is that Avi Arad actually pissed all of us off, if you noticed. I mean, if you're not pissed off, you should be pissed off. And it seems to me that it's most likely his fault that she got angry because he was most likely doing some kind of crap that he wanted, and she was like, yeah, And eventually he basically most likely upset her along with insulted her, and that's where she got mad and wanted to tear it down. So I would say, instead of the citizen over there that said, Margaret Loesch, I'll never forgive you, I'll never forgive you, it's like, she's not the problem. If she got very, very mad, someone caused her to be mad. It's kind of like someone who's like, oh, the Incredible Hulk, I hate him, I hate him. It's like, someone made Bruce Banner mad. If someone made Bruce Banner mad, then the Hulk comes out. We need to find who made him mad and then say, why the frick did you make him angry? Yeah, not the whole let's blame the person that destroyed stuff. It's more like the person who caused it in the first place. So, this is just a nice video to add to the list of what the heck happened to Spider-Man the Animated Series. My end result is just this, is that Margaret Loesch most likely ended Marvel Animation, and that also got the straight up cancellation of Spider-Man Animated Series. But she didn't do it alone, because it takes two to tango, and she can't just get mad all by herself. Avi Arad most likely did something and said something that is total crap that made her angry. And that is basically where I think it ended, is the fact that this situation happened. Sadly, there is no more information I can give you. I tried my hardest to look. The only thing that can happen now is we're able to sit down with Margaret. Whoever loves Avi Arad over there, you can go ahead and sit down with him and get his side of the story. But personally for me, I would web my way to Margaret and ask her, because him, I'm not ever going to go near him. Sorry. Well, anyways, I'm going to web out. But before I do, let me just end with this, just to make sure that people know that Margaret is not a bad person. She was the one in the first place who created X-Men. She gave us the X-Men animated series. And because of that, I think we need to applaud her. And she also was, again, like I said, she was in lots and lots of corporations that are for kids and children programming. If you love all the programming that you got from Hub when it was still alive, and also she was actually a part of the hatchery. She created a hatchery, meaning thanks to her, we had the Haunted Hour. So you have so many things to actually credit her for. It doesn't make sense for her to just say, let's burn it down. And she wasn't the one who destroyed the Hub, by the way. Yeah, it was still executive decision, and she had no part in actually telling them what to do. Instead, she knew something was going on, but she couldn't save it, so there you go. Well, anyways, I'm whipping out. Tell me what you guys think about this, and peace.